Organising your data. Have you ever looked at your data set and wanted to make a statistical analysis but have absolutely no idea where to start? In this video, I will explain what to do with your data set before you can make any statistical analysis. You must first organise your data set, then analyse it. Okay, the basic way to organise your data is in a structure based on units and variables. A unit represents an individual case, the thing that is being measured, whereas the variables are the properties of the units that we've measured. Let's have a look at an example. Consider you work at the bank and you're in charge of the department that handles international transfers of money. These transactions can be made by anybody and go, for example, from the United Kingdom to the United States or maybe to India. As you can imagine, sometimes something can go wrong. Maybe the wrong currency was used, the wrong amount was transferred, or it was in the wrong language. These mistakes will have an effect on your client, and often your client will submit a reclaim. You, as department head, will have to initiate a so-called investigation to solve such a reclaim. You will assign each reclaim a unique number for administrative purposes. This is the first piece of your data set, and it should look like this. Of course, for the client, it is important that the reclaim is handled quickly, and therefore, a crucial indicator of service quality is the total handling time of a reclaim. In a Lean Six Sigma project, such a characteristic is called the CTQ, or the critical to quality characteristic. For the first reclaim, you can see that it took the team 30 days to solve. We can also look at other aspects of this reclaim, such as the type of reclaim, or how often we have to talk to the foreign counterparty. In this case, it took us 3 iterations with the foreign bank before the reclaim was solved. As department head, you collect this data on multiple reclaims, and here we have 5 of those. Now, let's move away from our bank example and just consider the data. As I mentioned at the start of this video, a data set consists of units and variables. The unit is the thing being measured, and in this example, that's a reclaim. And you collected data on 5 reclaims or 5 units. Units are always stored in the rows of your data set. A data set also consists of variables, and a variable is always stored in the columns. A variable represents the properties of the units that you have measured. In our example, we have measured for each unit 4 different variables. Remember to always identify the units and your variables. And remember that it is common practice to store your data this way. So always use the units in the rows and the variables in the columns, because most statistical software packages require you to do it this way. Organising your data makes analysing your data a lot easier. Now, let's take a closer look at the variable total time. The first reclaim has a total time equal to 30. But do you know what 30 means? Is it 30 hours, 30 days, or 30 weeks? This is where you need to know the unit of measurement, also referred to as the measurement unit. In our example, the unit of measurement is days. So the first reclaim took 30 days to finish. In summary, first we saw that the data set consists of units and variables. Then we learned to organise our data by making sure that the rows represent the units and the columns represent variables. Also, we learned that units are referred to as observational experimental units or cases. Finally, we learned that a measurement unit is required to understand a data value. To help with further learning, read the PowerPoint slides, define phase, and carry out the online quiz.